trying to sit here and figure out some microphone things, but once again, Wildly Native, or for the first time, Lizzie,
Liza,
and Amber,
sitting here talking and laughing and giggling and cussing every once in a while about flowers. But for today, we are going to sit and talk about Wildly Native. What is it? What is a Wildly Native? Why is Wildly Native? Where is Wildly Native? What's it for? Why do we do what we do? And what are some things that we don't do that you might think that we do?
She said doo-doo.
Yeah. So, Mom, this is you take it away. And yes, she's my mom. Yeah, you ask the first question.
Okay. All right. So what do we do and what we don't do? There's a lot of times where people have this misconception of what we are and what we do. So, okay, years and years ago, in the land far away, no, I was sitting in the John Deere, because it has to be green, tractor office,
Yes.
buying our first tractor, and my son was with me. And he was very little. He was 12 at that time.
Yeah.
God, that's scary.
Yeah.
And we're sitting in there, and they got to the part where they had to fill out the business name. And I looked the gentleman square in the face and said, "Well, it's Wildly Native." He goes, "Huh?"
Yeah, he was like, "What?"
He said, "Do you dance naked under the moonlight? Like, what is happening out there?" And I was like, "Oh my God, no, it's flowers." So there's a lot of like, people don't understand, or they think that what we do is 100% native flowers, and we don't use 100% native flowers. We grow what we use for the majority of the time. We don't just walk out into the field, scatter seeds, and say, "Good luck, we hope you grow."
Because that's what we're pulling from to run the business.
Yeah, we need to know seed counts. We need to know exactly what we have and look at crop failures and look at all of those types of things.
Freaking caterpillars ruined things this year, and I hate it.
There's a lot of them. A lot of them. Everyone's like, "Oh, the butterflies are so pretty." I was like, "Do you know what makes a butterfly?"
Caterpillars of doom.
Yeah, not good. Not good at all.
No. And in all fairness, we don't plant in meadow style either. We plant in a traditional, organized setting, again, so we know exactly how many white, how many ivory, how many pink and yellow and fuchsia and all of the fun
And we've
things.
been really lucky too with knowing a year ahead of time what color schemes we're going to need to actually plan for, because of the brides that have booked with us that know what colors they want. And if they want wildflower, honestly, those are the best weddings that we do, because it's fun and different. And I think my favorite bouquet this year was cut, put together, and picked up within the first hour and a half that we had, and it was absolutely beautiful. Dahlias, zinnias. This weird cold weather early has triggered some of our cool season flowers to come back. So seeing summer florals with spring is so weird, but it's incredible. We've never had a bucket of scabiosa and tithonia together.
Mixed together.
Yeah, or zinnias and snapdragons. Like,
Did I see calendula today?
Yeah. Right, it's literally sitting right
It's right there.
Wild.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, you should only be smelling that in spring. Like, it's a bright, huge, almost looks like a daisy, but it's a bright floral. Like focal flower. Like neon. It's insane. But yeah, I think we should talk about who we are. Because we've been talking for a few minutes and you might not know who we are.
Who's we?
This is true.
Yeah.
This is true.
This is I. This is me.
These are all the voices in my head.
Yeah. Mom, you go first.
Oh God.
Because
Okay.
you're the owner,
Okay.
CEO of things.
I'm just the head mess. So my name is Liza, and I am the very proud owner of this awesome collection of people who work together.
Woman own and run business.
Get it, girl.
Yeah, with a little man help every once in a while.
Yeah, Will does, hey, can you rototill that? And then he shows me how to
And
do
so
it.
does Dylan, and so does Josh. Every once in a while we need a little bit of muscle to help us out. But,
Yeah.
But most of the time it's just us.
Yeah.
Delivering and all of it.
Who run the world?
Girls.
Girls. Girls.
I don't know. What do you? I don't know. That's me. Okay.
Where'd you go to school? I'm gonna interview you.
Okay.
Where'd you go to school?
So my undergraduate degree is from Delaware Valley University in horticulture. Big surprise.
Mhm.
And for years and years and years, I thought I was going to run a raspberry farm. And then life happens and things change. I had these little people in my life that called me mom, and that kind of shifts things a little.
Yeah, just a hair.
And I got involved in some Girl Scouts and some things at church and stuff like that, and really found a passion for education. I loved teaching, and I was like, wait a minute, my kids are going to school. I want to be able to do school things. I'm volunteering. I was like, wait a minute. So I went back and got my master's in education. And taught ag for like 13, 14 years at our local high school.
And then
I had an absolutely kick-ass FFA group.
Yeah, we did.
Like we built our FFA from like, I don't want to say from nothing, but I had incredible leadership over time who taught me what FFA was, and we just grew, and we were placing high in all kinds of competitions. We were number 4 in the Northeast region.
FFA got me into floral design.
Absolutely. And it was the business group that had placed really high. You were in the floral division. I mean, there was so much stuff that kind of came from that. And connections and community and kids and laughter, and it gave us a place to kind of play. And I've always grown things. I've always done stuff. We had a garden growing up. I would go out with my mom, and she would plant things, and she informed me later that she would plant them and I would dig them out, which is opposite of what I do now. But outside has always been part of who I am. So this was just kind of a natural fit, and I've always loved flowers. And okay, I really suck at growing vegetables.
Yes, they've been caterpillars. Drives me insane.
I suck at vegetables. But I've always been able to grow flowers. And the one day there was a little tequila involved, but I was sitting with my friend Cindy, and she was like, "Why don't you just grow flowers?" And I was like, "What do you mean?" She's like, "Well, why don't you have a flower farm?" I was like, "Well, I don't live in like Costa Rica or something like that." And she's like, "No, you can figure it out." And I was like, "All right, so I'll grow some flowers." So that's kind of, I don't know, that's kind of
where it all happened.
Yeah, it's kind of how it started.
I think the most difficult years business-wise was when you were still balancing school and being here.
Definitely.
100%.
Like
100%. And I definitely reached a place where I was like, okay, I either am a teacher or I'm a farmer.
And then COVID happened and it just shifted everything.
Everything shifted.
Yeah.
But
I mean, we were one of the only, when COVID was at its peak and Mother's Day and Valentine's Day and all that stuff came around, we had tulips.
We had the flowers because
no one was shipping stuff in. Like, there was nothing from anyone. Everyone was trying to get their COVID check. Like, I get it with some people, but we kind of thrived in that because we were the only people that were able to sell flowers.
But if we didn't sell them, they were all literally dying in the field.
Yeah, and we didn't have a storefront. If people felt safe because we had a barn and you could come and pick up, you could pick up outside and not talk to anybody. Like,
we could leave them on the porch.
Yeah, like it was just.
I spent so much time. We all spent so much time putting together things for healthcare workers and dropping things off to nurses.
Saying thank you and
just so many ways.
Gift cards and all of that.
It killed me to watch my flowers just die. I was like,
yeah,
that doesn't work. That does not work.
No.
So okay, once in a while you may hear a teacher voice. Sorry.
Yeah, it happens. But not too long after that, I kind of came along with life in general, and I went to school up at Delaware Valley University for 3.5 years because I didn't want to pay for a whole other semester. So I was up there for landscape design, and COVID happened after I was there for a year, and I was remote for a little bit, and then went back, and I was traveling from home to Doylestown, PA, and school and work and weddings and being crazy frantic and running around like a crazy person, you know, I had that free time to be able to do that. You know, I'm sure some people could say that I sacrificed my like social life. I didn't really have a social life. I'm not one of those people that'll like go out and drink. Like I enjoy working.
You enjoy flowers.
Yeah, and
And
it's and we kicked butt for a really long time, and now I'm here full time. I had a little moment of wondering where I was gonna go, if I had other options. I just, you know, ironically, this is my home farm, so I didn't really have to go anywhere.
Your commute is terrible.
Yeah, but then speaking of COVID, Amber came along. She was here very, very early before that. But little did we know that she was gonna come back.
Well, Amber, where did we initially meet you?
Hi. Hi. I was some lost kid on the side of the road that they picked up one day.
At a graduation party from a very long time ago.
Originally, I met Liza because I was one of her students in the ag class. Okay. Way back when I played softball with Lizzie.
Thank
Yes.
you.
When she was just an itty bitty kid.
Yeah, I was.
She
Yeah.
would be out in the field. They put her in outfield because
On a tribal team with high schoolers.
Tiny.
I was in
Yeah.
middle school.
Oh yeah.
Put her way out in the field, and she'd be picking the flowers.
He tries so hard. God bless him. God, he tried so hard. I was just so terrified.
Like, hey, you need to pay attention. He's like, okay. And when that player would be done, she'd go back to picking the flowers.
I still love softball, don't get me wrong, but I've been conned into playing an adult one, so time will come.
So I played softball with Liz for, I don't know, a year or two, and then moved into high school ball, and she was still in middle school. So even though now it seems like we're probably the same age, we're not. In high school, I ended up in Liza's originally biology class. Oh man, that was a hell of a class.
It was a little while ago.
And then
Go easy.
And then I went into the ag classroom, and I doubled up on my ag classes for 2 years out of my 4 years of high school. I spent half my day in her classroom for 2 years. After that, I actually went to Del Valle, so I went to the same college as Lizzie and Liza, but I only stayed a year because college is not my thing, even though I regurgitated information in high school.
You got smarticle.
I never once had to learn how to study until I went to college, and at that point it was too late for me to learn how to study because I didn't have connections.
Yeah,
I got
frustrated.
Yeah, I couldn't connect with anybody that knew how to connect with me to teach me, hey, this is how you study to learn things. So I left Del Valle after a year. I went to New York for 4 years. I came home. I attended a graduation party and said, hey, I've got some aloe plants. You want some?
I said, hello.
I was like, oh yeah, I remember Amber from really long time ago.
So I came over one day. Lizzie had just gotten home from the gym, and she was like, oh, hi. I went inside.
Yeah, I remember that.
Liza took me for a walk through the field, and I said, hey, do you need help with anything ever?
Like, oh God, I always need help. Mental health is at the top of the list.
But she was so excited to show me the field. She cut me some stuff and let me put together an arrangement, and I actually see the picture every year now in my memories. I'm like, oh yeah, thanks for letting me come out. Little did I know I'd live here half the time.
We had one wedding for a family friend of ours that was our first like big kid wedding, and now we're like, oh yeah, we can do that in like 2 days, like it's fine, or like a day. It's fine. Compared to some of the stuff that we did this year, that was nothing.
Yeah.
But then that kind of like, you showed up one day and you're like, can I help you? I was like, yeah. I was like, sure. That was before we had siding on the side of the flower barn. That was before we had the table painted.
That was
yeah.
That was pre-horse mats.
Hey guys, Lizzie here. I bet you didn't know this about me, but I am gluten-free, and one of the things that I struggle with is going to the grocery store and finding the foods that fit my dietary needs. What I have been doing for the past couple of months is ordering from Hungryroot. Now, Hungryroot is an online company where you can order groceries off of their website. It's full of produce, crackers, cookies, to muffins, to meats, and all the different types of snacks and things like that. They have made my life so much easier in the process of finding foods that fit my dietary needs. There are filters that you can adjust, such as non-GMO, dairy-free, gluten-free, paleo, different preferences and things like that. So what they have done for us, because they're such a generous company, the Hungry Root team has given us a 40% off discount code on your first box. So if you use the code FLOWER40, and that's capital FLOWER 40 at checkout, you will get 40% off your first box. I'm so excited to team up with these guys. They've made such an impact on my life in the morning and to my day-to-day life, and I hope you experience the exact same thing that I do. All of the information will be linked down below, including the link to where it should already be pre-applied to your cart when you hit the link and go to their website, and I will also add the code at the bottom for easy access in our show notes. I hope you guys have a wonderful day and enjoy your first box through Hungry Root.
Yeah, that was before we had like giant ass stains on the floor.
Okay, so low key or high key or whatever key you want to be in. There's concrete floors in here, and when you're standing on that all day long, it's really hard on your back. So we put horse stall mats down, and that helps soften.
Makes a really big difference.
But all day long, we're standing in here cutting stems and things and standing on concrete. And eventually we're standing on piles of stems. And we're like, our backs hurt. So, Mom and Will come home with horse mats.
It works, though.
It does.
I'm standing here, God, sometimes 14 hours a day, depending on what's going on and if I'm making it to the gym or not. But yeah. And okay, so another thing. When we talk about little things, we want you guys to kind of know us for who we are and what we like to do. So, Mom, what are your top 3 favorite things that you can be noticed for? That's something that you like to do, a place that you love to go, food that you love.
Okay, so I love ice cream and I love peanut butter. If you put them together, that's heaven. Let's see, what do I love? I love, obviously the canned answer should be, well, I love all things floral, and that's obvious. We're all saying
but
we're all flower lovers.
But we want you guys to know us as people, not as just voices behind a microphone.
No, I'm a huge nerd. If you hadn't already figured that out, I love to read. I love to learn. I really like frogs.
Yes, always.
I've always loved frogs.
Always.
So the stereotypical girls don't like frogs. Nope, give me a tractor, give me a frog, and peanut butter ice cream. And
Fun fact: she did get in the newspaper one time in the town because she kissed a frog.
Oh my God!
On Ag Day. So if you go back and look, it's probably still to this day one of my favorite.
Oh Lord!
So it was one of those you won't, and I was
scared you. Clearly, it was boy influenced, but yeah, it was good.
But what about work related? What are your favorite things to do at work?
I love first thing in the morning. So when we pick flowers, it has to be done super early in the morning because they have to be fresh. They don't like being cut partway through the day. That's the best.
They will.
Yeah.
I never screwed.
I absolutely love first thing in the morning when I go out and I'm cutting and
put your headphones.
Yeah, I put in one headphone. But I love the birds. I absolutely love the sound of the birds.
They're so loud. They're so loud.
And if there's nights where I can't sleep or I know I have to get certain things done because there's a storm coming or something like that, there's many nights where I'll put on a headlamp, I'll go out, and it'll be like 10:30, 11 o'clock, and I'll get a text from my husband being like, where? I'm like, I'm fine, I'm outside. But that gives me a chance to listen to owls and all of that kind of stuff.
Our owls are pretty cool back there. We've got little babies, little guys, little short ones with big old eyes, little barn owls, and just
I love to water. That's another thing that I get to stand there and see the progression of this teeny tiny seed that has so much potential become this absolutely amazing whatever the plant is that we're growing it into. And just I feel like that's super satisfying. I love being in the greenhouse and in the hoop houses and just kind of tricking Mother Nature.
Hoop house flowers are always fun.
Right now, everything in the field is frozen and gone. And
our zinnias are kaput at the moment.
So are the dahlias. The dahlias are like, oh my God.
Yeah, it's
the ones in the hoop house are beautiful and covered in buds.
Yeah, they're happy for the second time this year.
think so.
Yeah. Amber, your turn, and I'll go last.
What?
You're like,
Okay, so in my personal life, I read lots of books. I am a crafty person. I'm rhinestoning cups. I am crocheting blankets. Shameless self-promo. I love baseball. I'm a big-time Orioles fan. Very sad that it's off season right now, but it's fine.
She actually taught me that there's no coin toss.
Out of all the softball games that you've been to,
I figured it's the pro leagues. Yeah, never mind.
I also really love my dogs. I foster cats. I never have enough to do, apparently. I love filling my time. At work, I love setting up weddings. It can be a whole lot of work, but I love setting up weddings. I love seeing people watch us put it all together, and at the end of everything, just saying, wow.
yeah,
That
like
moment
the
where you
finishing product.
stand back
Yeah.
and you look and you go, damn, it all came together. And
Yeah.
it's not just us, it's like everything.
Yeah.
Everything, like,
Yeah.
it's like,
It all looks complete.
Mm-hmm.
It's-
Especially when you work close with other vendors for a while.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I know you now.
Yeah,
This
it's
is
so
what it's about.
satisfying to see it all come together. Another thing that I really love, I mean, I love sitting around and talking to you guys during the podcast. It's nice to, I have a day job. This is my nighttime weekends job. It's nice to get out of my, very like mathematical linear job day to day and come here and use the other half of my brain. I don't know, what's my third one? I like looking at pretty things.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think Amber's response sometimes is, ooh.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. Ooh, what's this?
What's
this for?
She's very tactile.
Yeah.
She likes to touch the different
Yeah.
stuff.
Oh,
I
yeah.
just,
Wow.
I just walk around and touch shit.
Yeah.
And that's fine. That's totally fine. All right, we're both throwing it back to you.
Liz.
I think the top three things that I know, I guess I'm known for around here, is definitely all the design work. But I love the beach. Always have. Not like I go there every single month, but I'm a fiend for the beach. Just the warmth and the sun. Technically, the beach specifically for the sun because I'm so cold all the time. Like it's cold in the barn because there's AC.
She's
Like,
allergic to the cold.
yeah, I literally am. EpiPen wrong, but that's a story for another day. I love the gym. I'm a health nut. I kind of have been forced to be that way in my life because if I'm not, I literally get sick and I have a lot of like enzyme weird funky things that you don't say that everybody would have because I'm like, oh yeah, I have this, and and they're like, oh, they just kind of look at me and like nod their head and they're like, okay.
I don't know what that means, but okay.
When did you say that? So I'm a gym like health nut. I go to the gym. I would like to say almost every day, but I've been kind of taking it easy lately. Not trying to kill myself. Just kind of been enjoyable. And the third thing, I love sea turtles. I love my sea turtles a lot, and I love my dog Charlie. He is a white boxer, and he gives the best hugs in the entire world. So when I'm having a mental breakdown, I sit on the floor, and he comes over and puts his head over my shoulder, and I'm just crying to my dog's arms. It happens more often than not, but he's just such a sweetheart. He's got a big soul.
We love Charlie.
Yeah, we love Cartar. He's my favorite ever. He has probably the biggest personality in a dog I think I've ever met. Like, I don't know if you've seen like the Shaggy Dog, like the movie.
Oh yeah.
Like that's Charlie. Like he's like human. Like his shifty eyes, like his tail. Like he'll give you like a side eye. Like when you're talking about him and he's focused on something, he'll have like the quickest side eye like ever, and it kills me. And I love that he talks to you, like he's like ooh ooh. It just tells me, he cracks me up.
At work, what are your 3 favorite things to do?
Well, I love designing everything, and I really like I love the fact that every wedding is different. Sometimes they can be a pain in the ass, sometimes they're absolutely wonderful.
And sometimes it's the ones that you think that are going to be super simple and easy that are the pain in the ass ones.
Yeah, and that are like, well, I don't like this flower.
Oh my god.
Like, I get it.
I hate these.
Yeah, or like I've already pre-made a bouquet, and they're like, "Can I come in and look at it because I just want to make sure I like the flowers?" I'm like, I get that you want control, but come in early and on time when you say that you're gonna come in and be early and on time. If not, I'm making the fucking bouquet because you're not the only one that we have that weekend. Shocker.
Newsflash.
Yeah, you're not the one and be all. Like, you're not what's keeping our lights on. I can promise you that. So yeah, definitely the bouquets. I think during the day, I love setting them up. I love setup. I don't want this to come off as I don't like to set up. I love setup, but I love seeing it done even more. But I love giving the bride her bouquet, but with a good reaction.
Yes.
My favorite one this year was the tears. Always make me happy.
Seeing people cry makes me happy.
Yeah. Because I made something so beautiful. So that's always a good feeling. But the one reaction that we had, she had all pink. She was at Portland. We still have yet to post some pictures as of today. We're waiting for the gallery to come back. But she probably spent like 15 to 20 minutes just standing there, like petting her bouquet, while her bridesmaids were like getting her makeup ready. She's just chilling, looking at her flowers.
Oh, was that the one that we put on the buffet in the entrance? Yes.
Yeah.
We came back inside and they were all just like standing there staring.
Yeah, she's literally like touching the flowers, like petting her because she's like, this makes me so happy. And I was like, okay. And I think there's a little part of gratitude too that, and we have a really small town. We're starting to get into my age group of people getting married, and we're a little bit more southern. We're not in PA. Like, we do have sweet tea on the menu. But there are a lot of people that are getting married. Like, it's that weird space. Like, you're either like falling off the face of the earth and nobody knows what you're doing, or you're getting married and you're having babies, or you've already had babies and now you're getting married, and God only knows what you're doing. But I've done a lot of bouquets for people that I never, and bouquets, don't get me wrong, that I never thought that I would be making.
Yeah.
So by the time I've been doing this for 30 years, I'll be curious to see who and what I've done for people.
We'll dial all the way back to the very first wedding that we did.
Yeah.
The very first wedding we did was a student of mine.
Yeah.
Because she came to me, and Lizzie was standing in the classroom. She had called me. It was the end of the school day. She called me and she said, "Miss Getz," and I was like, "Yes."
Yeah. I'm in a past relationship with her mom, and her brother, and now I have a relationship with her brother through my fiance. So it's weird.
Yeah.
Very, very weird.
Yeah, it's such a. I don't think it's a circle. I think it's like a weird oval with like tangents.
So it's like wrinkles and twists and turns and tears and happiness and laughter, and it just doesn't stop.
But she came to us and she was like, "Hey, can you do flowers for my wedding?" And I was like, "No." And Liz was like, "Yes." And I was like, "No, we just grow flowers. No, 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 no."
I was like, "Well, I can do it."
And I was like, humna, 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 humna. I was like, "Oh, okay." And they were very open. It was actually, that is, okay, so Wildly Native, when I say that we grow the majority of the flowers that we use, her wedding actually helped set that business model for us. Yes, I'm a huge environmental person. I want to do everything I can to make the impact correctly on the future for all the generations. I feel like the flower industry can be incredibly wasteful. I mean, let's face it, we sell dead things. As soon as the flowers are cut, they're done. There's no chance of them continuing unless you're picking seeds.
Or just prolonging their life.
Exactly. But they really wanted to have.
Imagine if the roles were like reversed. Like, flowers just grew people and stuck instead of people. What? Can you imagine? It's weird.
Like that comment that you made to me on the way back from setting up that wedding. Can you imagine if the aliens came down to Earth on Halloween and saw a whole bunch of our skeletons sitting on poles in people's yards?
Skeletons just playing football.
Speaking of which, I saw one at.
Like, if they came down to Earth, they'd be like, "What the fuck is this place? Like 12 foot taller than their houses. And I mean, I would assume that they're smart enough to know what a dead human looks like, but they don't know that they're fake. They're just picking up people's dead bones out of the ground and making them 12 foot tall. Like
making them play football and swing on swings and shit. But that
Yeah.
reminds me, I passed the Boo Boo Bus house out on whatchamacallit? And there was a Jeep that had a fake skeleton
Gives directions.
tracked to the front of the wood. I know. I saw that. I saw it. We were driving through town and I was like, oh,
It was made to look like somebody had hit them.
a
with
human. Yes. I was like, what in the hell is like what like why? Why do you think that like how is that okay? But like can you imagine like if aliens came and they were like
Halloween's the best time for the aliens to come down.
they would turn around and fly away. I would. Oy.
Oh my god.
And then
Okay.
their trees just shed. Can you like just spend a year on Earth and then they go to all these places and they're like, what?
Why would we go back there?
Like what? Why? Like what's the point?
And in the fall, they lose an hour.
Yeah,
Ugh.
and then they gain it back. Like what? Why?
Yeah.
And then there are some places that don't even do it anymore.
And then there's some places where you have to add a year. There's like this leap year thing. Like
Yeah.
Bruh.
Like I don't get it. Like if they went to like Africa and then went to like I don't know North Dakota, it would be
What are they hunting? Moose?
yeah. It would just be so like why? There I don't know tangent.
okay, so back
The
at
business
wedding.
model.
The business model. They
I
wanted a
digress.
very specific type of rose. They wanted like the tie-dye roses.
Mhm.
And there was a huge strike in South America.
We don't use roses.
Yeah, we don't use
I
roses.
don't like roses.
Roses bite you, and
They're
every
mean.
bug on earth wants to eat them. No, they've got thorns.
Yeah. No thanks.
No, and they're so high maintenance. They're just I don't
Yeah,
know.
that's why I like dahlias.
Yeah,
Even though they
100%.
smell weird sometimes.
100%. So we have a couple roses here and there that we do use. And I have toyed with the idea of a couple of them out in the field just to have like the rose hips at the end of the season.
No thanks.
Yeah, but no, it wasn't available. And so I was like, you know what? And all of the trash, they get shipped in bulk, and then they get broken down into boxes, shipped out. They've got wrapping, they've got plastic, they've got rubber bands, they've got boxes.
The amount of rubber bands that we've collected over the past year is insane. And most of it we just cut and throw out.
Yeah.
Like
Because we're never going to use that many rubber bands.
that's a lot of tires.
It's just
Like
it's so wasteful sometimes. So that's why we do absolutely everything that we can to have everything be our own. There are times where we do order because, if somebody has a specific request, I can't get a gardenia in August locally. But if somebody's heart is set on that because their grandmother told them, when you get married, please have this flower for me, and I'm not going to not do that. Or if somebody needs specialty things like orchids, like some brides.
me, but that's because you had them in yours. So
Yeah, I know.
it is.
You
still,
set yourself up for that.
I know.
It is still family.
I know. There is a story
But I'd
behind it.
still rather work with orchids than with anything else.
Yeah,
Big old fat ones.
the big old fat ones.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. We don't do orchids. We don't do baby's breath because plus
It stinks.
everybody does it. There's a lot of flowers that actually stink.
Yeah.
True.
Or they make you itch. No,
Oh, you got me
we
started.
don't grow those.
Like, well, can't use that. Like, if they're like milky and they have that like texture,
So,
cannot.
there's some flowers like poppies. Poppies are absolutely beautiful.
God,
They
they're
come
pain.
so many different colors, but they are so high maintenance. You cut them and you have to burn the bottoms of the stems because the sap leaks out otherwise and can kill the other flowers. And they're
And
just
the water
messy.
gets slimy.
Yeah.
Like we've literally had water turn red in like clear vases because we forgot one that we didn't burn or wasn't like tough enough. And every time you cut it down, you have to burn it again.
I'm trying to tuck that into a bouquet and not burn the flowers around it because
I think that we need to talk about poisonous flowers at some point. And not just poisonous flowers, but like
non-edible.
Daffodils need to be housed alone because they'll kill everything else.
Yep, they have that slime.
Ironically, unless they're an oasis. We did try that in the spring. We had those teapots. We had a couple. We did some test runs with them, and some of them are okay.
We also soaked them overnight.
Oh, like all the sticky stuff got out of it.
Yep.
Yeah.
So these are things that we need to talk about.
Yeah, the reality of using. Like we'll do what we'll do Instagram roulette. We'll do influencer, like we'll go on our shared feed, or what's the feed that you go into like your search bar and it's like up there and it's famous and trending or whatever. It's like random.
Sure.
Here, let me pull it up right now.
Side note, can we do an honorable mention for all the other employees of Wealthy Native?
Heck yeah.
Yeah, you go into your search bar and it's all of the featured random stuff.
Yeah. So like it's like your For You page on Instagram.
Yeah. So it's like all of this stuff. Like, what's the reality? Cosmos. Don't even get me started on Cosmos.
We'll talk about that another time.
Yes, we will do Instagram roulette, and we're gonna look at a picture, and we're gonna look at the photos, and we're gonna tag people. And I really, 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 I think we should do that. We screenshot them, we tag the people, and then we go behind the reality of what it's like to work with things.
Not just that, but I think the other thing we need to talk about is the price of some things.
Yeah.
Because that's always, and Pinterest is awesome. Absolutely awesome.
We can just do Pinterest.
I mean, there's so many
Pinterest
things,
roulette.
but people have no clue what goes into that, or how many stems it is, or what that looks like, or anything like that. So, who else works for us? Let's shout out about
Our gooder.
people.
Oh my God. Oh shit!
We're gonna have so many highlights for this one.
Gooder. Our very, very, very special Miss Kenley. She is blood. She is Fumalia. She is seed queen. She has probably planted, watered, cut, saved, weeded,
transplanted,
fertilized,
preened, pinned every single seed, flower that leaves our shop, comes in, whatever, at least once with something.
Yeah.
We could not function without her.
No.
Yeah.
Nope, not at all. And it's awesome because we're to a place now where I can say Lizzie's design, Amber's podcast, Kenley's field, Nicole is business, and she keeps my shit straight. Like
Nicole's the next one.
Yeah, segue. Hey, Nicole, what's up?
Yeah, our good old Nicole. She sits across from me, and we laugh, and we have fun, and sometimes it's just her and I here, and we're jamming out to whatever Miss Alexa wants to play that day. She goes on tangents every once in a while. She knows when it's Friday. Her 3 favorite songs are Yeah by Usher. I'm pretty sure that's who it's by, Usher.
Sure.
Right? Pretty in the USA and Get Low.
Rum dum dum.
Yeah. Well, that's Windows to the Wall. She doesn't like to play that one.
Yeah.
But yeah, she likes like Apple Bottom Jeans is another one. Like when it's Friday Eve and Friday and sometimes Saturday.
She's a mind of her own.
Yeah. And other than that, it's Taylor Swift, John Mayer, or Jonas Brothers. And I'm like, you play whatever you want. Or she gets into this really weird, like, depressive state. And, like, just goes on tangents. I don't know what's wrong with her, but, we just gotta get through it. So she is another robot person thing that,
Not Nicole. She's talking about the Alexa.
Yeah, she's talking about Alexa. Yeah, so she's another one. And then we're just dancing here to Alexa. But yeah, Nicole's kind of a honeybook, behind the scenes, on the phone.
What is Honeybook?
The platform that we use to
keep it
function
all
with
organized.
proposals and money and people and contacts and all of it.
Contracts and all of the things.
Yeah. And we have a lot of special other people that help us deliver and come help at night sometimes.
We have our weekend people.
Yeah.
Who are just awesome.
Yeah. Incredibly thankful for each and every one.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Those are like our solid people.
Yeah.
5. Yeah. Other than the girls when they come in and work for us in the summertime. And in the spring, up until now.
Yeah.
The first day without them, I already missed them.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Vida and Anna, and
Yeah. They kick ass, and I don't know what we would do without them. I'm not in the field anymore.
I
appreciate it.
Yeah, I literally just told Kenley the other day. I don't remember the last time I worked in the field.
Yep.
Well, we haven't had to do it with headlamps at night because we actually have the infrastructure in place to do it correctly.
Well, A, you're not teaching anymore.
Yeah.
B, Kenley's not in school anymore.
Yeah.
C, Havita and Anna.
Yeah. Like, we're a real...
Mm-hmm.
I'm a real boy! Like,
I'm a farm. I'm a blue boy. I'm a farm.
It makes a difference. It really makes a difference. So, over the next...
And we've got cultural diversity.
Yes.
For sure.
Yes.
Even with an English woman from Florida. Miss Sammy.
But over the next multiple forevers of episodes,
weeks, continuations,
yeah, we
Instagram.
have, how many weeks do we have organized now?
We are pre-scheduled for almost the next year and a half.
Yeah. I mean, we have so many ideas and so much stuff that we want to share behind the scenes, and there's so much stuff that people don't know what a flower farmer florist is, and we are here to educate you.
Yeah.
There's so many people who are the florist, and there's so many people who are the farmer, but I can be the farmer, she can be the florist.
And we can all function in the same place.
Yeah, 100%.
We all know where we stand.
Grown, not flown.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. 100%. Which is 10 times better, because then we don't have all the trash. I don't mind unpacking stuff, because sometimes we get to use things that we don't always get to grow, or that our soil just doesn't agree with. Like stock, kind of, but can barely grow it.
Yeah.
It's just not the same. I don't know how they do it, but they've got it down pat, and it helps us.
Well, and ordering things once in a while also helps us see what other florists are seeing from some larger growers. Because
sometimes,
like, wow, look, that's really pretty, and then I'm like, oh, that's too small. We missed the boat on that somewhere.
Or we needed to like pinch something, or we've got ranunculus out the ass that are pink and yellow and red and magenta and orange and purple and God only knows what, and like
cafe au lait here.
Yeah, and and like too white. And we need like white because we have a blue and white wedding, and we need to order them. So we're not lying, but so are the other forests. That's all that they do.
You sound like friends. Well, Monica. Well, Chandler.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's a lot, but it's a good a lot.
It is.
It's 5:54 on a Monday night in November, but this will be out a lot earlier than that for all the other episodes.
All right. Well, you now know what Wildly Native is and what it isn't, and who we are and who we're not, and we're glad that you're here.
Oh, and listen to the Patreon episode, because you'll get more information with that.
Yes, do it.
Doesn't that get dropped in?
We'll see.
Maybe stay and listen. You never know.
Anyway, guys, we will catch you next week. You can find us everywhere that you stream your podcasts, Spotify, Apple Podcasts. I don't even know. There are like a million places to stream these things at this point. You can find us on Facebook and Instagram at The Flower Files or at Wildly Native Flower Farm. We also have a brand new website that is going to be beautiful. I don't know.
There just for us.
Where else can you find us?
I don't know. Call me.
Yeah.
Call me, beat me if you want to reach me.
Yeah. What's the 411?
TTYL. LOL. All right, guys. We will catch you next week. We love you. Bye.
Bye.
Hey guys, just dropping a line to tell you about Patreon.
So I asked them, meaning Mom and Amber, what is Patreon anyway? Because I honestly had no idea. So we're going to explain it to you from our perspective so that you understand and so that I understand.
Because the first time I saw it, I was like, Patron? We're drinking tequila? Great. So Patreon is for less than a cup of coffee, those fancy coffees that y'all like, a day, you can sign up to become one of our members.
A little family.
Exactly. And what does that get us?
It gets us some freebies, some special episodes that other people do not get access to. You can interact with us on a special platform where we can ask you questions and interact with you. It's tons of fun.
Mm-hmm. And even on those special episodes, we might be less censored than we are already. And we're going to have a couple fun ones that we can just kind of throw in there and talk about and laugh and go on tangents and have fun. So I hope that you all enjoy it because we're going to have fun along the way. We're crazy, crazy, crazy excited.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
Back to the episode now.
Yeah.
Bye.
Gracias.